Hello Download fans, we are backstage and I'm here with Zoltan from Five Finger Death Punch. How you doing, man?
Really good, man. It was
Wicked.
a good show.
Yeah, so you guys played the main stage today. How was it?
Well, it's like the second time we playing it, and the very first time we came to Download was actually last year, and we were second on the first, the main stage.
Yeah.
And now we were, we working hard on it. We're getting there. We were number 5 this time, and oh my God, the crowd was like absolutely insane.
How do you prepare for a show that size?
It's like we play all kind of venues. Like we started at, we have a saying, 20 people or 20,000 doesn't matter. They get the same show, and we're doing it for a long enough time that it's kind of I wouldn't say it's a routine because a big show like this is a big show. So
Yeah.
but there's nothing extra special that we would do. So no, we don't sacrifice goats. Nobody gets no voodoo ritual. We just go out there and touch knuckles and let's crush this. That's the whole thing.
How would you compare the fans here in the UK to like the rest of the world where you played?
Well, you know what, we're in a lucky position that our fans are absolutely crazy. It's like Death Punch fans or Death Punch fans. You know what I mean? It's like there are all kind of metal fans. Our fans are absolutely insane. We usually get security double, triple, quadruple, depends where we go. Because our fans are crazy and we really loving it,
Yeah.
Because you can tell, we walk on stage and they scream
They're
Death
giving
Punch.
it
Oh yeah.
100%.
So it's awesome to have such a dedicated, crazy ass fan base because it's it's fun.
Who are your biggest like heroes in terms of guitar players?
Well, Yngwie, that's obvious, and I grew up on the heavy metal bands. I mean, I love Iron Maiden, and I love bands like Accept, Wolf Hoffman, for example. Is a great guitarist, and there are so many of these players are. I always look at it. A guitarist doesn't just have to be a guitarist. You also have to be a sort of a songwriter, producer, a musician.
Yeah.
There's a difference between. I hate guitar players. They're just loud and obnoxious. You have to play ball. There's a whole band there that you have to work with, and you can't step on toes. And for me, a great guitar player is somebody who understands that.
There's been some tragic losses in the world of rock so far this year. I mean, we've lost Paul Gray and Ronnie James Dio and Stuart Cable. Were any of those guys like an influence to you at all, or your music?
I mean, Paul, I didn't know him that well. I met him several times, so more like an acquaintance. And Ronnie James Dio, of course, he was an influence on pretty much everyone who's alive and has anything to do with metal. And I'm kind of a Buddhist at heart, so I look at it a way like we all go, we all come, we all go, and all these people lived a great life,
Yeah.
So if you look at it that way, they parted, but they had a nice run, You can write a book about their lives, and that means they achieved something,
Yeah.
Whatever they did in this existence, it's a 2 thumbs up, or in Dio's time, it's in his case, it's a 2 thumbs up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But both of those guys did something important in this world, and as I said, you can write a book about their lives.
So are you guys planning to go back into the studio at all and start writing the next record anytime soon?
Yes, actually. You know what? It's we had a little bit of a time between the first and the second record. We waited 2 years, and I kind of feel like the world kind of sped up.
Yeah.
So I don't think bands can afford anymore to wait that long.
Yeah.
There was a time when some bands could wait even 4 or 5 years. I don't think that time is now. For us, every single band member here is been around the music industry for a long time. We've been in bands and tried and played, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's a lot of pent up stuff. Finally, Five Finger Death Punch happened. You know what I mean? We kind of jumped through that first fence. We are inside now. And all that time that we tried and played, and that's a lot of pent up stuff. So we have plenty to say. I'm not afraid for. We have plenty of material for a couple of 4 or 5 more records, I would say.
Yeah.